All right. I greet you in love and in peace, and hopefully in understanding. And just want to say grand rising to everybody. Um, and this is our Sunday service or whatever. But here's the thing. Um, there's a few things that I do need to definitely discuss. The first thing is everybody needs to definitely 100% stay diligent in whatever you're doing. Right now, we're facing like a lot of weird, strange times politically and everything else. So just stay diligent in what you're doing, especially in your spiritual practice and your spiritual walk. Don't be deterred by anything. Remember, basically everything that's going on it's not really about you. All right. So just remember that everything that's going on is not really about you. It's about the people that are not lined up. All right. So just remember that it's the people that are not lined up with the primordial mother. With that being said, I want to continue with something that I was talking about, which was broken clocks. And the fact of the matter is that we've had a lot of, remember, everybody that comes along that gets on a large platform or on a large stage, there's always some negative or whatever to them. Everybody is not perfect because what? Because of balance. Everybody has good points and everybody has bad points because of the law of balance. Okay. And everybody has times when they're not in good, when they're not good. Everybody has times when they are low vibrational. Everybody has all of those different types of things going on with them. And so at times, people are, especially those that are not enlightened, there are times when like people are just confused and everything like that because of the situation that's going on around them. And they're caught up in a paradigm that they're not really 100% used to. And so, or put it this way, it's not 100% natural. I won't say used to, but for them, because of our nature, because of your nature, because of things like that, sometimes you're put into paradigms that you're not supposed to be in. And so you're struggling trying to break out of those paradigms. And so that's one of the things that's going on right now, especially in this transitional period as we head from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. And I keep on saying that, and y'all have to realize about what's going on with the primordial mother. Right now, we got fires burning on the East Coast now. And so in the Hamptons, and notice where these fires are, and notice who is burning out and all that kind of stuff. And y'all can say what y'all want, but I'm telling you, the primordial mother is in control of everything. The divine mother is completely in control of everything that's going on, whether you realize it or not, because everything in the universe is ordered. Everything in the universe is ordered. There are no coincidences. There are no, all of that stuff that people like to say that stuff doesn't exist. Everything is happening for a reason. Every single thing is happening for a reason. And right now we're at the point, and this is why I'm harping on this stuff, is because we are in that transition. And within that transition, you have to realize that stuff is going to seem weird because people are not all in tune. Like only the people that are in tune to spirit are going to be able to pick up on that stuff. Only the people that realize who they are and what they are going to be able to pick up on these frequencies. And there's going to be a lot of people, simply put, are going to be lost. All right. They're going to be lost. And it's only because of the fact that they're not paying attention to what's going on in the spiritual realm. And so that's why, and once again, you'll see the great, whatever they want to call it, the great falling away or whatever it is. But the reason why that is because people are starting to wake up and realize that religion is not a good thing. And people are starting to realize spirituality. Once again, like I've been preaching and teaching, like everybody is born with a spirit, but everybody is not born with a religion. You are not born with a religion. You may be born in a geographical area. You may be born in a culture. You may be born that where there's a religion that's a dominant religion. For example, if you're born in Saudi Arabia, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be Muslim. If you're born in the United States of America, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be Christian. And it's just a geographical thing. But as far as what we believe as being God, right, or what you want to believe, whatever it is that you believe as God, then you should believe that. And so, and all of these people that are running around trying to tell you who your God is, and that's basically what this is. It's like they're trying to tell you or dictate to you who God is, and that's something even the founding fathers of the United States of America were like, there has to be a separation of church and state. The people should not be allowed to dictate who you worship, how you worship, and what you do in your spiritual walk. That's part of our freedoms as being citizens of this country. And I realize it's not like that all over the world, but we should strive to keep up those things the way that they are, because there's a lot of people that have spiritual practices basically that are being run inside again. It's like why should we have to worship or praise or do whatever it is we do? Why should we have to do that in fear? But here's the thing, because now is the time of enlightenment and the time of revelation, and the time, once again, the veil is coming down. There's no more secrets, because you can't keep secrets anymore. You can't lie. Just like we know, like as soon as you lie, we can fact check it. We can do. That's why they want to get rid of fact checks, and that's why they want to do all these different things. Is because they don't want to be held accountable for what they do, and that's basically it. So, but you have to hold yourself accountable, and so that's the things that we keep getting into, like your own self accountability, your own self peace, your self care, your self pampering, yourself, everything. Get back into yourself. That's what we're saying, because you need that. That's the point that we're at right now. Don't fall back into the old paradigm. Everything is going to change. Everything. And everything will change, and everything must change. It's important and it's imperative that it does change, right? Because it's just, everything is a cycle. Life is a cycle, all of these things. And it's just, now is the time for this change to occur and to take place. And it's not, and like I said, the only reason why it's weird is because of people that don't realize or don't really 100% know exactly what's going on. And so with that being said, we need to start changing the way that we do things, and we need to start changing the paradigm for the way that the world is. And I keep saying this, the only love there is, that's why I play that Prince song, the only love there is the love that we make. And it, has a double meaning to it. But the bottom line is, everything is what you create. It's like we have to manifest. Like, remember, for example, remember when Kamala we thought she was going to win the presidency, and then there was like this air of just the spirit in the air was just, it was euphoric, and it was free, and it was joyful, and all of that. Well, that's what we have to bring back. We can do that. That's not something that anybody has to dictate to you. You can do that on your own. The next thing is, be honest and be forthright with each other. In order for us to affect this change, we have to be honest and forthright with each other first. All right. And then after that, we have to keep up our spiritual practices, stay pushed in to the Divine Mother, keep pushed in, or whatever you believe as God, keep pushed in towards the creative energy that has created this planet and this world, right? And the other thing that you need to know in this time is that in this time of revelation and in this time of things are being revealed. Everything is going to be revealed. And there are some people that are not going to be able to stand the revelation. That's why I said, so there's going to be people that are going to, there's going to be people that are going to rebel. It's just like when I came out of the church, when I first came out of the church, everything was like, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that. But we have to start telling the truth and apply what we know and stop acting like it's not what it is. You know, let's be honest. And if you believe in something, okay, that's fine. But we believe in those principles that say what? That say I honor all altars. I honor everybody's religious practice, whatever it is. And the only thing the only caveat that I'll put onto that is as long as you don't hurt a child and as long as you don't hurt anybody else. But anything that somebody wants to do as being a consenting adult, they should be allowed to do. Why are we trying to be? And the other thing is you cannot police morality. We are not a monolith. No race is a monolith. White people are not a monolith. Black people are not a monolith. Asian people are not a monolith. Latino people are not a monolith. There are different people in each category, and they all are going to act differently. It's ridiculous. And like that's why I keep saying about this whole thing that comes up with this Christian nationalist stuff and all that kind of stuff. That's not Christianity. That's not seeking the Christ consciousness. That's not loving your neighbor as you love yourself. That's not being non-judgmental and being loving and caring and inviting the stranger into your gates. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like you have to be able to test these spirits by the Spirit, because if it's not the Spirit of God, then even if you want to say Christ, Antichrist, however you want to, Krishna, anti-Krishna, Buddha, anti-Buddha, whatever it is, because all of those spirits, everything that we designed, because there's a whole bunch of different names for gods. There's a whole bunch of different deities. There's a whole bunch of different, everybody has different spiritual practices. 48,000 denominations in Christianity alone, which means that we are not monolithic. Everybody is not going to think and agree to the same thing. Once again, if you put 100 people of the same religion in a room, you're going to have 100 new religions, because everybody in that room is not going to practice that religion all the same way. And then the other thing is, and when you do have, look, in our spiritual system, the thing about it is, and in most spiritual systems, the thing about it is that it's an individual journey. The only thing that I'm supposed to do as being a minister or a leader is to put you on the right path so that you can become enlightened. And what is the enlightenment that you're looking for? The enlightenment is the fact that you do have the Christos, or the Christos, the consciousness. See, all we're trying to do is improve your consciousness to get you to think outside of the box that they have you in. That's all. And that's all spirituality is, because it's all about self-examination. It's not about like trying to, and see that, I guess when I was talking about the judgmental thing, that's what I mean. It's like everybody wants to judge everybody or tell everybody this or tell everybody has to do something this way. Everybody has to do something, but that's not true. Even on your judgment day, according to what your Bible says or whatever, even on your judgment day, it's you and God. It ain't nobody else there but you, And what we're trying to show you is that these books, right? There's no life in these books. The life is inside of you. Like this lady, she got so mad at me. I said, why do you keep teaching these people from this dead book? You don't have to teach. You don't teach from dead books. You teach from your spirit. That's why you're trying to, that's why you're, well, at least that's why you try to get into the spirit realm. You're trying, that's what you're trying to, and everybody, every religion, every whatever it is, everybody is doing the same thing. They're trying to manipulate the spiritual world so that they can live better in the material world. That's all it is, or the physical world. That's all they're doing. You know, people pray for their rent to get paid. You know, they not paying, like people are not praying, you know, for the stuff they probably should be praying for, right? So just realize what it is you're trying to do and have an idea of what it is you're trying to do. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but you gotta have some, and the only way you're gonna know what you're really doing is if you go into the spiritual realm, if you go inside. That's why we keep on stressing, like, learn how to meditate. Forget the pastor, forget your pastor, forget all. Learn how to meditate and go inside and communicate with oneself. Because that's where the rubber meets the road, y'all. When you start to understand that you are God, generator, operator, destroyer, you are God. You know, go and read Matthew 10 or whatever. I think that's what it is. And Proverbs, I think is 80 or Psalms 82, or I think that's 82. I can't remember the exact one, but yeah, but it's in there. It says, "Is it not written, ye are gods?" But you don't want to believe that because you're afraid. They have made you so afraid to be who you are, and they know that you're God. They know that you are God's, like in this realm. Because why? Because look at the manifestation power that you have. It's the same exact manifestation power that anybody else has. You speak things into existence. You speak it into existence. Let there be light. That's why I said, look, let there be light. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to illuminate your entire being, because right now they got you like at a three-dimensional 4 or 5, you know, you got 5 senses. just you got 5 physical senses already. And so what are they trying to do? They trying to suppress everything else, right? Because they understand, if I can change my consciousness, if I can change my mind, then they can't control me. That's what they want. They want to be able to change your mind. And how do they do that? They become your God. That's what that's about. That's why, and I had a guy, and everybody keeps coming in talking about Jesus and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, but the Jesus that's in the King James Bible, the one they made that up. There's no, look, Yeshua or Yahshua, however, that's a different person. That's not that same person that he was patterned after. And like I said, I believe he was patterned after a Tibetan monk more so than anything else from that spiritual system. So that's what I'm saying. And all of that thing, that book is a hodgepodge of all of the different spiritual systems and writings and books and everything that came all the way up until 1619. When it was finally put together, right? And even before that, because you had to realize that they were trying to put all that stuff together, and then they got Coptic, Kemetic priests to write it. The scribes, they were Africans in captivity. And then they told them what to write, but what they did is that they encoded it. They encoded that book so that those that were deep enough to go into it and get the knowledge and the wisdom out of it and be able to have a high level of discernment. That's why you have to test those spirits by the Spirit, because they knew. They was like, look, don't rely on what it says in this book. That's what they was trying to tell us. Don't rely on what it says in this book. Test these spirits. Don't Don't take what people are saying out of their mouth. Take what their actions are. What do they do? Don't. That's why when I told the guys like this, it's a dead book. Why are you telling people this, that, and the other thing? That's not indicative of you. It can be, but you got to adopt it as being you. You've got to decide that whatever this scripture is, it's gonna be me. And then sometimes you say it the wrong way, and then every single word in there, and that's another thing. Every single word in any book that's written by a man is not the word of God. It's not the infallible, all that stuff. That's not true, because I can show you like so many contradictions. I could show you, I mean, there's this stuff ad nauseum. You could find all of this stuff, no matter what, like I said, I have done a literally a word by word deciphering of the King James Version of the Bible. And I'm telling you, it is a book of spells, incantations, hyperbole, hypothetical, all kind of stuff, but the most thing that it is an astrology book. It's an astrophysics book. It's telling you how your body is going to transform to become spirit. And it's telling you, it's giving you a blueprint on how to do that, on how to die out of your physical body. That's what it is. It's showing you, how do I transform from this human thing into a spirit? Because that's where we're all going. We came from spirit, and we're all going to go back to the spirit. We just borrowing this body for a minute. We're just borrowing this body for a minute. We ain't going to stay in this all this time. And then after you leave here, you got to figure out, how do I get back? How do I get back to spirit through the ether? How can I do that? That's what you're trying to do. The whole thing is, that's what it is. And I always say this, and I keep on harping in this, like, because I go into the book of Revelation, I say, who can, and what do they say? Who can open the seventh seal, the seventh candle, the da-da-da-da-da, everything that, all of this stuff that I tell y'all all the time, look it up and read it, instead of just believing what somebody told you. And 9 times out of 10, the person that's telling you it, they don't know. They're really, a lot of them don't know. A lot of preachers and teachers and pastors and everything, they don't know the ultimate goal of what the book is trying to tell you. Because they're so legalistic. They're into the words in the book. They're into the spirit of the book. They're into those things, and that's how come because everybody goes, well, how can Jesus be the bright and morning star, but Lucifer is the son of the morning? Right? And I'm just throwing stuff out there. But there's a lot of stuff like that, and all that's saying is what? Is that heaven and hell and the devil and angel, or whatever it is, demon and angel, it's all you. And that's what they're trying to, and then once you understand that you are God, your generator, operator, destroyer, that's what you are. That's what your generator is, your manifestation power. Operator is your ability to do things after you've manifested things, and destroy things is your ability to tear things down. And you can do it all. You tell me that you don't have the power and the ability to do everything that I'm saying. That if you're not a generator, operator, destroyer, I don't know what you are then. You better figure it out. But that's what we all are. And when you figure that out, and the funny thing is, and I've been, look, my guess, my guardian angel, like he be talking to me, like, It's like I got a guardian angel, and I swear, dude be talking to me like, like I say like Kazoo on. I don't know if y'all ever watched the Flintstones, but there was this little dude named Kazoo, and he was like Fred's alter ego, and he used to call him dummy and all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of how my, because it's like, look, just listen to the spirit. Because most of the time, and you got to trust yourself. That's why the meditation and the affirmation stuff, because you got to love you first. You got to love you. You got to love you. Despite of whatever, because everybody out there is going to tell you something else. They're going to tell you something to throw you off your game. They're going to tell you something to make you not be who you were created to be. Because because they feel like it's detrimental to them, and it's not, because there's enough for everybody. Because the Divine Mother created us all and made enough for us all. There's no shortage. There's no lack. There's no want. She made us and put us in a garden. And then everybody else tried to make it into less than the garden. All the stuff that we do that makes it less than the garden. All the things that we do that takes away the beauty. All the things that we do that takes away the natural resources. All the things that we do that takes away all of the good time and the pleasure and everything else that we're supposed to be enjoying. Life ain't supposed to be hard. That's a man-made construct. Start trusting yourself. Start loving yourself. Start listening to the spirit telling you, look, don't do this, don't do that, because the spirit will always warn you, will always protect you, because that's your mother. You're all her children. All of us. No matter what race, creed, color, religion, sexual orientation, all of that stuff. But these people, the evil people, are pushing this narrative, this false narrative that somehow we're all separate. But really, in the scheme of things, under what I know about the concept of universal oneness and reciprocation and all of those things, justice and equality and all of those things, guess what? Those are all part and parcel to universal oneness. To saying, look, I'm trying to make myself the best person that I can make myself. And if you do that, you don't have to worry about the whole. If you make yourself the best person that you can make yourself, you don't have to worry about the rest of the whole, because you're going to be good for whatever purpose you're needed for. Period. Whatever purpose you were created and needed for, you're going to be successful at it. Period. And then if you put repetition into it, and you put concentration into it, and you put all of those things into it, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable, and that's what they don't want you to know. That they can't, because gods operate with impunity. Gods operate with impunity within the universal system. But only if you know that you're a God. But if you don't know that, how can you operate in that fashion? Anyway, got to get out of here. I love you all. Please be in joy. Enjoy your life. Smile. Have fun. Meet people. Greet people. Say hi to people. Stop with this hate and all of that stuff. No more hate, y'all. Y'all got to get rid of that stuff. We live we actually got hate consciousness, a lot of us. Anyway, let us get out of here. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And you know what else? I love me. I love you. Y'all, look, be in joy, y'all. Don't let this stuff get you down. Keep your head up. Smile. Smile a little. That's it.